Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's via Messi. And Mohamed Salah. Beckham. And it's Beckham. Spread it left. Vinicius Junior gets into some space. Vinicius Junior. Oh, smashing header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Bellingham! And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Out towards the flank. It's a promising position. Beckham. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. So it is still 0-0. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. David Villa. Played back to the goalkeeper. Casillas. And Mosquera. Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. To Beckham. Over to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Beckham. He has a look, and Beckham! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries to cross. Vinicius Junior! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. He rises! That was superb goalkeeping.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham. Hakimi. Pass somewhat off target. Beckham. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Beckham. Knocks it out wide. Oh, Red, nice interception. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hakimi. Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... There's the header! Dispatched clinically. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Is number 18.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Hakimi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. Eder Militao. Messi demonstrating his defensive quality. Mohamed Salah! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mohamed Salah is offering a wry smile there. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Beckham. Nicely spread. He's in space and looking for options. Messi. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He won't be happy with that one. Back into the middle.
1 minute added time.
Fiore. Now it's Villa. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that has been knocked clear. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Oakland Roots deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more, considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Children's announcement.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break.
Nearby member of staff.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Oakland Roots definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Beckham. Passing nice and neat.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Mosquera did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nuno Mendes. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Good ball, good take. Delivers the ball. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Villa. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's fabulous. Fiore! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Beckham. And Beckham! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Messi. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Camavinga. Messi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Messi has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Great run on the overlap here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hakimi got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. Header! Harmlessly behind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Fiore. Number 4, David Villa.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
Diego
Pedri.
Forlan. Number 10, Messi. Coming on
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Number 30.
Played out to the right.
20, Mbappe.
And it's
Number
Pedri.
9, Vinicius
That's
Junior.
Beckham.
Number 6, Palmer.
Oakland Roots clearly are
taking
pushing
place.
for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pedri. And this is Drogba.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Yamal. Cross goes in there.
Indicated.
Oh, terrible pass. Yamal! In he goes again. Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than it.
And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Played out to the left flank. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Played out to the right. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi. Bale picks it up out wide. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Vinicius Junior. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Salah. And it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here.
Well played and well cleared.
Played back. That's Beckham.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Well, that's an excellent interception. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Drogba. And he's got the beating of his man. Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Pau clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Hangs one in. Bullish header! Just off target.
Bellingham is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Ruben Dias. It's a really well-measured ball. Played back in. It's Drogba!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's a good ball. Bellingham, brilliantly cut out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nuno Mendes. Beckham. Hakimi. And it's Messi. It's Bellingham. Bale. Now, what about a counter-attack? That is ended up in no man's land. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Messi. Picked out brilliantly. Neymar! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Van Basten clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Knocks it out wide. Now it's Neymar. And here's Messi. Alonso. And here's Van Basten. Beckham. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Van Basten. Messi. And it's Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Neymar. Messi. Lam. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
And he shoots! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Bellingham. And he's picked it up out wide, crossed into the box. Beckenbauer clears it away. Lam. Into the channel. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely spread. Now it's Bale. Ruben Dias. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. He's picked his... It's Salah! And it's in! And this is getting better and better.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Lam. Oh, that is a nice touch. And this is Neymar. Neymar. Here comes the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Mohamed Salah. And it's Bellingham. Messi. To Beckham. Spread out to the left. Vinicius Junior. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Changement. Le numéro 19.
We have got
Messi.
changes here from both
Le
sides, in
numéro
fact.
17. Lam. Le numéro 14, Xabi Alonso. Le numéro 11,
Out to the right.
Neymar. Le numéro
It's a pretty
18,
loose pass.
à leur place, le numéro 10, le numéro 8, Gérard. Le numéro
Costa
23,
Curta.
le numéro 20,
And it's
le numéro
Conte.
9. Changement en cours.
Gerrard. And it's Conte. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's an imaginative pass. Beckham. And Hakimi. Mohamed Salah. Bastoni. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That has been slung wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Salah cross, big header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Pau really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a
Drogba! Oh, extraordinary.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. And this is Batistuta. Vitz touches it back. Chouameni gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Bale! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Corner number 2 then. He gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Hakimi. Can he get on the end of this?
5 minutes.
Great defending, strong and determined. Vitz. And that's another good win of the ball. Ruben Dias. Out to the left it goes. And it's Pedri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in. Nuno Mendes. Looking tidy in possession here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation...
So that's it. It is all over. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.